Illusion shattered!
Shower me with praise! Time to shine!
Rise!
Shine down!
Quake! Let me try.
There is no escape!
Ready! Crumble! Cheap devil work!
Now you shall perish!
Fall before me! Will end you!
Sharing my knowledge.
Cut down!
Strike a pose. Let my name echo in song.
You win this battle.
Shower me with praise.
Shine down! Torn to oblivion!
This is order. Rise!
Committed to memory.
Finally,
Let the world collide. Strike a pose.
will end you!
The Temple of Wisdom. Roll. Yeah.
Inazuma shines eternal!
To the very
Illusion shattered!
cut down. Let me try this.
Ha!
Time to shine. Yoo-hoo!
Order guide you. My blade. Quake!
Now you shall perish! There is no escape!
Make yourself at home. Committed to memory.
You win
Yeah.
this. Let's get down to business. More!
This may hurt a little.
How's that? Finally, I to the fairy.
Ad Astra. Thank you for Ad Astra.
this realm. If you ever have any questions about...
Hello. One moment, please. If I had known you'd pay me a visit, I would have spent more time getting ready. You've no need to worry. The sights here are nothing like what I've seen at home. There are new wonders to be found with each step. But there's also an added layer of significance to it, because this place belongs to you. Oh, that would be too unseemly. However, I appreciate your kindness. That's very considerate of you. However, you don't have to go above and beyond for me. Please let me know if you ever need my assistance. I hope I can be of some help to you, too. Hello. One moment. If I had known you'd pay me... I'd be delighted. What would you like to talk about? Talking about the beauty of nature, it is important to mention that the people of Inazuma believe that everything has its own spiritual essence. Even though we might be familiar with the way nature looks on the surface, each type of scenery evokes a different kind of feeling. At least, that's a romantic way of approaching this topic. Camellia petals fall to the ground, scattered among the raindrops of yesterday. Just reading it makes me sentimental. This must be what people call the power of art. How rude of me to talk about my own interests all the time, even though I initially wanted to take this opportunity to learn more about you. Would you mind if I took up a bit more of your time? Tell me about the things you like. Is that alright? Hello. One moment, please. If I had known you'd pay me a visit, I would have spent... Would you like to exchange views on the art of tea making? In other words, do you want to try my homemade matcha? I have read in a book before that Mondstadt and Liyue each have their own unique tea cultures. But when it comes to the intricacies of tea making, the people of Inazuma also have their insights. I'd like you to try some authentic Inazuma matcha and tell me what you think. Perhaps your feedback will also deepen my understanding of the tea ceremony. Really? Please excuse my lack of manners. It is because I'm excited. Being able to enjoy tea with my closest confidant. It feels like I'm in a dream. Can I hold your hand?
This realm is truly beginning to... If you ever have any questions...
If we've got nothing else to do, why don't I tell you a story? Have you ever kept goldfish as pets? They're very cute. Up and away!
Everyone
The
hold hands.
insolent shall be punished.
Inazuma shines eternal! Shine down!
Quickly!
The Temple of Wisdom.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night, wind strider. Time to go.
This is Her Majesty's gift.
Fine.
Here come the fireworks! Fire hazard! Torn to oblivion!
Clouds high, the birds call.
You need to hurry up! This was well done!
Yeah, committed to memory. Yeah, yeah, yeah. This pays for delivery. Yeah, sharing my knowledge.
Detached from the world. So many regrets.
Obsessive retreat! Catch you! Committed to memory!
Out of my sight. Winter, shall we?
It's time to pull the trigger.
What shall we do?
Busted. Game's up. Fun's over. Gotcha.
I will have order. Crumble.
Take it easy. Take it easy. Take it easy.
Rise!
Time for a light show.
That hurts! Fallen leaves, adorn my night!
Busted. Things are about to get dicey.
Fire hazard.
Quake! Order guide you.
Wind strider!
Time for a light show.
Quietly now.
Clouds high, the birds call!
Busted.
Rise!
What is the situation?
I've been waiting for you for ages. Up and away. Hey!
Wind strider!
Fire hazard!
As one with wind and cloud!
shines eternal! Illusion shattered!
Clouds high. The birds call. Wind strider.
Time for a light show. Cool the ship down. Make yourselves at home. Grow, grow, grow.
Now you shall perish! There is no escape!
As one with wind and cloud.
Up, up, and away. The fuse is lit. Committed to memory.
Shine down! Inazuma shines eternal!
Sharing my knowledge. This way eternally.
Fallen leaves. Adorn my nights. Wind strider.
Here come the fireworks. Grow, grow, grow.
Torn to oblivion!
As one with wind and cloud. Follow the wind. Sure.
If there's no way to send it all out, then maybe I'll never get a chance to leave.
Who are you? We've never seen you before, and you don't look like a fellow convict.
I'm not! Of course I'm not. Please, don't mistake me for a criminal. I'm a good, law-abiding citizen.
Then what are you doing here? You sure seem anxious about something.
I'm a promoter for Fontico, and I'm usually responsible for promoting our drink products. I thought I could complete my task here quickly and return to headquarters, but I've been here way longer than I anticipated.
Oh, a promoter from Fontico? So what kind of problem did you run into?
I'm so upset. It's all because of that Duke. After discussing the company's promotional plans with him, he told me outright that my project was worthless. However, in light of our long history of successful collaboration, I still tried to patiently explain the details. However, to my surprise, he just cut me off while I was speaking. Let me take a moment and recall his exact words. I'm just gonna stop you there and say no. If anything, I'm saving you time. It seems you don't fully understand the value of credit coupons here, nor do you understand the value of your own products. The former is because you are from the overworld. That's understandable, and I don't blame you for that. But as for the latter, only someone monumentally stupid, so breathtakingly stupid that they were completely ignorant of the value of credit coupons, despite living in the underworld, would ever possibly consider buying your drink. Let's just forget it. Anyway, that's how he rejected my proposal and asked me to come up with another solution with the condition that it doesn't cause any trouble for him. Can you believe that guy?
Well, he is the head honcho here. Not much you can do about that. We met him too and could tell that he's the kind of guy that's hard to pin down.
Fine, fine. I know I should just let it go. I'm on his turf after all. His house, his rules.
Hey, what are these papers scattered all over the ground? Are they registration forms or something? Maybe not. Every page has the Fontico symbol on it. Maybe it's some flyers from the company. Okay. But if someone catches us, they could accuse us of trying to steal the company's secrets, couldn't they? Oh, you're right. Guess there's nothing to worry about then. Let Paimon have a look here. Without assistance from the Fontaine Research Institute, development of the new product has been slow, and some researchers on the project have voiced concerns. We have no choice but to let the new product undergo the first phase of promotional trials without a designated name or packaging. We will adjust the direction of future development according to feedback. We have decided to only conduct closed, small-scale trials for the time being. Sure doesn't seem like anything unusual. The company is just trying to develop some new products besides Fanta. But it sounds like things aren't going well at all. Let's put these papers back where we found them and make it look like nobody went through them. Okay, good.
Hey, I heard you crazy fools really did it. You bought tickets to support both fighters, didn't ya? Well, did anything happen?
Well, the next day we received a mysterious package, but we still haven't made any sense of the contents.
So it is real. You didn't become cursed or anything like that, did you? Are you both still okay? Wait. Are you sure that it's still you controlling your bodies right now?
Paimon's not sure. What do you think, Traveler? Is Paimon still Paimon? Oh, okay. Well, that's good.
Yeah, you two don't seem to have changed at all. But I wouldn't let your guard down just yet. Still, I didn't expect you would actually do it. You'd actually throw away coupons like that just to satisfy your curiosity?
Even if we bought tickets like everybody else, it's not like we could hope to earn any coupons. When it comes to things like this, it's always the organizer who makes the real profits.
Hey, just what are you trying to imply? The Pancration Ring is an honest business, and we really don't make much from selling tickets. We make so little that even the current tournaments can only be held thanks to funding from the producer of Fanta.
Oh, so it's the company that manufactures Fanta sponsoring the events? Paimon thought all of this was thanks to the Duke's support.
Let's just say it's a mutually beneficial arrangement. They reached out to us first, hoping to promote Fanta products in the fortress of Meropide. Anyway, you try and take extra good care of yourselves these next few days, you hear?
Time to go.
We ended up here without even thinking about it. Wanna grab something to eat? Alright, but remember that we bought this time with coupons, so let's make better use of it next time. Whoa! Isn't this the super lucky meal? Looks like hard work really does get rewarded. Paimon's gonna take her time and savor every bite. What would you like to do this afternoon? Seems you're really getting the hang of things at the Pancration Ring now. But just playing the same game over and over? It's getting kinda tiring. Yeah, why don't we have Collins lower the difficulty a little? You know, so we can just breeze through each level. A mysterious box? A bottle of crimson liquid? Paimon still doesn't know what to make of it. Do you have any ideas, Traveler? Really? Then it looks like that part of the investigation led us nowhere. Well, maybe we'll have better luck tomorrow. Good night, Traveler. Okay, so we've investigated 2 of the hidden rules. Paimon didn't think this prison would have so many weird things going on. We'd better pick up the pace with our investigation, otherwise we'll never get anywhere. Yeah, let's skip work for now and put our time to good use. Hey, isn't that Vidoc over there? Huh. Is it just Paimon, or are there fewer people than usual here today?
Ah. Seeing you at this time must mean you've already saved up a lot of credit coupons. Or at least enough to skip work. Seems you're getting into the swing of things around here. Impressive. Very impressive.
So, now can you tell us about the hidden rules you know?
If that's what you want to know, I guess you couldn't have come at a better time.
Huh? What do you mean it's a good time?
Leonid and those other pesky broke urchins have all gone to work in the production zone. I wouldn't want them listening in without paying up.
We get it! Just tell us already!
So, you know those pipes that make strange sounds? Don't ever, ever go near them at night. Even if you manage to avoid the guards, you might find something even more terrible there.
Something even more terrible? Like what?
A group of cannibals.
Cannibals? In the fortress of Meropide?
Every month, they meet a few times in the dead of night. Rumor has it they might be connected to the people that have disappeared here. But what's even scarier is that they have a special proclivity. Since they have no way to dispose of the leftover remains, they have ways to transform them into other forms and keep them in the fortress forever.
Paimon might already know what you mean by other forms. So that's what's going on here. Oh, Paimon's stomach doesn't feel so good.
You two look pretty skeptical. No matter, learning the truth behind dark secrets isn't necessarily a good thing. I've got things to do too. I suggest you just act like I never told you anything.
Traveler, can we just trust him on this one? Oh, Paimon doesn't want her blood and flesh entombed here for all eternity? Oh, so that's how you see the situation. Huh. You know, Paimon does feel a little better about it now. When will all the secrets end?
Wherever.
this world I roam. I carry memories of my home. This blade, it is the last...
Vidal isn't here. But the guys who went to work in the morning are back. Let's go ask them!
Just stay away from me.
What? What are you saying? You shouldn't go around saying stuff like that.
What are you talking about? Listen, you should keep your nose out of other people's business.
Their attitude sure is suspicious. Like they're trying to avoid us. But if they're being so obvious about acting weirdly, do you think they might just be trying to lure us in? Oh, this is all getting way too creepy for Paimon. So you mean we still need to investigate some more? Okay, if you say so.
Time to go. Time to go.
Hello, Fielding.
What do you want? Criminals like you ought to be working right now. Catch my drift.
We just want to ask you a simple question. Have you ever discovered anything odd during your nighttime patrols?
Why are you asking about something like that? Whatever happens at night isn't your concern. All you need to worry about is getting enough sleep.
Well... right! We've heard it happens a few times every month. Paimon has sensitive ears, so it makes it hard to sleep.
Really? I see. But it's not like I'm on duty every night. And now that you mention it, I recall my colleagues talking about something like that before. They say that strange things tend to happen at night on pipe cleaning days. Lots of us don't willingly take those shifts.
So, what happens at night on pipe cleaning days?
And they just conduct regular cleaning of the fortress's drainage facilities. There are 3 pipe cleaning days per month, and it just so happens that today is one of the scheduled days. You can try to confirm the sounds tonight if you want, and if they're real, then I can report the issue to my superiors for you.
Oh, okay. Then we'll keep both ears out tonight.
If that's all, then I'll be leaving now. I advise you not to try anything funny, though. Even if I'm not on duty tonight, someone will still be watching you.
Don't worry, we don't want any time added to our sentences. Oh, he left. So what do you think about the pipe cleaning days he mentioned? Right, both are a possibility. But Fielding did say that tonight is a cleaning night. Paimon knew you would say that. Alright, sounds like we'll be up all night tonight then. Paimon just hopes the guards don't catch us. gate. Whatever. Just be sure to wake Paimon if she dozes off. Paimon's worried something might happen if you go alone. Huh? Traveler? Did you fall asleep already? Traveler, come on, wake up! Oh, it looked like you were just peacefully sleeping to Paimon. Well, what did you see this time? Really? So we're finally starting to figure out what actually happened! But what about the cannibals? How do you explain them? Okay, well it's about time for us to get moving. Just be careful to avoid the patrolling guards. Shh! Careful! We'll get in trouble if the guards catch us. guards catch us.
Time to go.
This should be the place.
What? I know you. You were the ones we saw.
Huh. You've got guts showing up here. You know who we are, right?
You'd better leave now. Ain't nobody coming here to save you.
What'd you say? Yeah, so what if they were? If you push us, we can make those rumors a reality at any time.
Hey, what's the point of all those rumors anyway? What exactly are you trying to do?
I don't have to tell you anything. If you turn around, go back to the dormitories, and act like you never saw anything, then I'll pretend that you never showed up here.
Yeah, scram. Nothing worth seeing here. Huh? What did you say?
Isn't that exactly what Boss said when he left?
Hey, do you know our boss? Whoa. We had no idea our boss was such a big deal. He always kept his identity a secret. So, did he have you come here to find us?
Oh, so your child's crew here? Seems like he had no problem fitting in.
We're the only ones who heard him say those words when he left that night. So unless he somehow told you those exact same words after that... All right. I guess that's proof enough for me. I believe you.
Wow, those dreams of yours sure come in handy.
We gave him the business for a while, and would always give him a hard time when he first came to the fortress of Meropide. But here in the fortress, the strong will always earn respect. He was working the longest hours and racking up wins in the Pancration Ring. You could always see how amazing he was, even when he was teaching us a lesson. So eventually, we all decided to follow him.
But one day, he suddenly told us that he had to find a way to escape this place, no matter the cost. He said it was because he heard that call again. And as his crew, if the boss wants something, then it's our job to get it done. So, we got to work, and used the hidden rules that were here to make up and spread the rumor about the cannibal rule. We just wanted to give him a better chance of escaping on a night after the pipes had been cleaned.
Oh, thanks to your rumor, nobody would want to come anywhere near here, prisoner or guard. Wow, it sure is easy to exploit people's fear of the unknown. But has a child already escaped? Why are you all still coming here after pipe cleaning day?
Because as far as we know, the pipe he went into isn't actually an exit. It should be a dead end. It leads to an abandoned factory area, and even if there were a way to escape from there into the sea, we're still way too deep. No one could ever reach the surface alive. But Boss still insisted on going in. It's like he was obsessed about it. So we told him that we'd pretend as if he never existed while he was gone. And that if he wanted to come back, he should wait for nighttime on a pipe cleaning day. That way, we could meet him here and help cover the whole thing up.
So you come and wait here through the night a few times a month just because of that promise?
Yeah, but it's been so long now. We already know in our hearts that he must have managed to escape somehow.
Is it also possible that something unfortunate happened to him?
Nothing could ever defeat Boss or slow him down. It's one thing we know for sure.
Okay. Paimon was just brainstorming possibilities.
All right. Keep quiet and follow us.
The way up from here has been sealed off. It's impossible to get through. Boss left by going down from here. It wasn't full of water at the time. Later, we came back hoping to have a look. That's when we found out it had been completely flooded. It's impossible to navigate unless you're an extremely skilled diver.
Do you think Child got trapped by the water?
Not likely. We all know that Boss was an incredible swimmer.
Really? Then have him come investigate, pronto. Just be sure to tell us if you get any news about Boss.
It's getting late. We should leave before the guards come this way.
Yeah, we learned a lot about what happened to Child here. Let's get going! Whew. We finally learned some key information. Seems all of our investigative work has finally started to pay off. When you said you knew a diver, you were talking about Fremine, right? If we ask Linny, he'll definitely have Fremine help us. Ugh. Why is Child like this? What was he doing going into the pipes? Not making our jobs easier, that's for sure. Fortunately, though, it seems like it's only a matter of time now before we find out what really happened. Now that we can finally relax, I'm starting to feel super sleepy. Let's try to get some rest while we still can. Nighty-night, traveler! It's morning already? Paimon still needs more sleep. Huh? Wait, look over there! Isn't that... It's one of Linny's cards! Let Paimon see what's written on it! Maybe you haven't heard, but today is the monthly free day. Everyone has the day off today, which makes it the perfect time to do some investigating. It's been a while since we last talked. Have you been making any progress lately? Let's meet at our usual spot in the factory area before lunchtime. I have new information. Ooh, today's our lucky day. We have the day off. From the sound of it, Lenny's been making progress with his investigation. Wonder what he's discovered. We still have some time before we meet up. Let's talk with the people here for a bit more before we go.
This scenery is wonderful. Surely enough to convince anyone to become a wanderer.
There's a group of people over there. Let's go listen in.
So I said, that's not a faucet. Hey, who are you two? Why'd you come over all of a sudden?
Oh, sorry for eavesdropping. Sounds like you were talking about something private.
What's the matter? They're just looking to join in on our fun, that's all.
Hey, don't pretend like it's okay for them to just interrupt us like that. Fine. You're lucky we don't mind extroverts that much.
You hear that, Quisto? What nice!
Your expressions tell me you're looking to hear some juicy info, am I right? But before that, it just so happens that I know you two.
Really? Are we that famous?
You're kidding. How often does anyone get a personal tour led by His Grace himself? Practically everyone was talking about it. Word has it that you also caused quite the kerfuffle.
A little mistake, huh? I like the way you put it. You see, people with a good attitude can join our group anytime, unlike some of the others here.
Your group?
I'm Quisto, and this is Lavaroon. People usually call us the Bombshell Bros, but don't worry. We're not playing with bombs or anything. It's just that our information is always so explosive, and we blow minds on the regular.
So, you two really like to gossip? Whew, you sure know how to embellish.
No. You don't get it. Knowing intelligence will make things better for you here. For example, knowing who's working with whom, who has the latest rumors, who's not getting along. Wouldn't you like to know all that? Whoa, all this info's worth something, you know? You should prove you're worthy of it.
I don't mind him. Quisto's always this way. Just play nice and say something to massage his ego. The welfare meals. Talk about the welfare meals.
Right! That meal we had yesterday was super delicious. Paimon can still taste it whenever she closes her eyes.
Is that so? To tell you the truth, I've been helping out with making those welfare meals. I've been working as a kitchen assistant for about a month and a half now.
Oh, so you're the one who made those delicious steaks. Amazing. You could be a professional chef.
You are correct. I am a true professional. In fact, I even went to culinary school. But enough about that. Since you like my cooking, I guess that means we share similar tastes. Listen carefully. This little bombshell will help you learn what's really going on here in the fortress. Listen, kids. The power structure within the fortress is quite complicated. The overworlders couldn't care less about us down here. We're basically dogs to them. You've already met the one person here you should never cross, the Duke, Wriothesley. He knows more than you think. And if he doesn't care about something, then he often doesn't bother dealing with it.
Those who have the Duke's attention get all kinds of special perks, even better treatment in the infirmary.
I know who you mean. It's that Jurier character, right? I don't think there's anything useful about him at all. Why does he visit the infirmary practically every day? Is it normal for anyone to be going in and out of there so often? If you ask me, he's just faking it to get out of work.
But did you know that Churier was a talented researcher from the Fontaine Research Institute before he came here? There's no denying that.
I don't care if he was a researcher that could turn dirt into Mora. Once you're in the fortress of Meropide, you're just another inmate like everybody else. Speaking of which, the last time I saw him, he was passing by in the corridor with Lorvine. I also heard they started arguing in the library and got into a fight, right? Guess that's just how terrible of a guy he is.
You mean he hit a woman? Wow, I never imagined he was that bad.
But that Lorvine's also quite the odd one, you know? She's always gabbing away, got into a fight with a man, and she also got sent to the infirmary. Come to think of it, I always see her going to the sick bay every couple of days, too. Huh.
Wait a second. You don't think?
Do you think could it be that they're secretly meeting there to go on dates? But it's really hard to imagine.
After all, I do remember seeing Lorvine beat Jurier to a pulp that one time. And we might be overthinking things.
Look! There are some people talking over there! Let's listen in on the conversation.
If you ask me, those pompous parasites on the surface act like they're all a bunch of aristocrats. Do any of them give half a hoot about a bunch of dogs like us?
Hey, speak for yourself, mate. I'm no dog.
Oh, you think you're special or something? If you're here, then you're just a convict like the rest of us. I've heard that even if you're released after serving your sentence, going back to life on the surface ain't any better. Once a criminal, always a criminal. We're marked for life.
I don't buy that.
Hey, how cool would it be if the whole world was destroyed by a giant flood and everyone had to start over from nothing?
What kind of filthy bilgewater are you spewing? I have family up there. You best shut your sewer hole with talk like that. Listen, things ain't so great on the surface, but who says that you have to leave? I've heard that you can still stay here and work even after you've served your sentence. Not bad if you ask me. Who wants to live in the ruddy overworld anyway?
And what makes you think they'd want to hire someone like you? That's one of the great mysteries of the universe, how someone as useless as you is so confident.
Whoa. Sounds like they're really unhappy about the overworld. Speaking of which, Paimon never heard anyone use the words overworld or underworld when we were living up there. Is it only something the inmates down here say? That's true.
Hey, you over there? Yeah, you. Say, do you like playing card games? You know, like Genius Invocation TCG?
You TCG players are like mint in the wild, literally sprouting up everywhere.
Hey, come on now. What's wrong with finding fellow Invocation aficionados? Anyway, care to join me for a game? All right. no pressure.
But why would you be looking for people to play Genius Invocation in a place like this? Don't people usually come here to fight?
Whether you're throwing down cards or throwing punches, it's all a competition, isn't it? It's all the same in my eyes. There are lots of card players here in the fortress. When I saw you, I immediately thought, hey, even outsiders from other nations play cards. So I came over to say hi. Sure.
Great! Since you've been here longer than us, you need to flex your seniority a little bit, right? Maybe you could start by telling us newcomers some stories about this place.
I thought you would have already heard everything by now. All right, then. Did you have anything specific in mind? Or do you want me to just pick a topic?
Why don't you pick? We'll let you know if we've heard it already.
All right. Have you heard any strange rumors since you've arrived? Then, did you know that there are some people who are always gossiping over in the corner? Yeah, so you've already met those two. They're quite a pair. They always keep an eye out for the latest happenings and gossip about everything. I've never seen anyone with more time on their hands. I heard that they used to be a chef and a bartender before they were sent down here. You know how bartenders are, always chatting with customers. And chefs love to pass the time just hanging out when they're not cooking.
Good to know. Do you have anything else to tell us?
Let me think. Sounds like you want to hear something a little more tantalizing. Oh, did you know that the Duke was also a convict in the fortress of Meropide before?
Huh? Wait, are you serious?
That's right. The Duke was an inmate just like you and me. Seems he was exiled here for committing some crime. Who knows how he ended up rising up to become the warden, though. To go from an ordinary inmate to becoming the manager of the whole place? I'm not gonna lie, I kinda respect that. A forbidden zone? Sounds like something that someone just made up. I've never heard of that. Where did you hear about it?
It's just a rumor we've been hearing, but no worries if you've never heard of it. Do you have anything else you can tell us?
Anything else? Not that I can think of, but I'll be sure to tell you anything interesting I hear next time. You'll have to play a game of Genius Invocation with me first, though.
Okay, we've talked to just about everyone, and it's about time for us to go meet Linny. According to the card he left us, we should go meet him in the production zone.
Time to go.
are you able to hear me? I think my mic on my audio mixer may have been off, and I don't know why. Sorry about that. Okay, you could hear me this whole time. I said kia ora, and I just want to make sure that my mic was not completely off. Oh, okay. I'm so sorry. I did say kia ora, and then I was asking how you were doing, and I asked if you heard from. I'm not sure if anyone can hear me. Okay. Yeah, so I think my mic, when I went on my last BRB for ads, I normally just tap the mic and it turns it off, and I think I must have clicked OBS by mistake, and anyways, sorry about that. But I was asking if you want to be, like, how would you like for me to address you? Sam, Sammy, Dusty, Samsara? How would you like for me to... I'm glad you're doing better.
Time to go.
Okay, we're gonna go down this time. Up was not the correct way. Okay. Sammy or Samsara. Okay, perfect. Happy to remember that and call you that. Also, that's such a beautiful emote. Like sparkly heart. What time is it for you in New Zealand? I know y'all are always a good day ahead of me. I'm in Vi's time zone, PST, so we're far. 9:23 a.m. on Thursday. Wow. Yeah, it's 2:20. Yeah, 2:23, 2:24 here on Wednesday. Yep, so they're below. Nope, that's water. Where is... Okay, 34. Where is this? This is so annoying. I do not enjoy the layout of this place. It's very easy to get lost.
Time to go.
Let's see. Go like this. Oh. I hope your week's going well, Sammy. Are you working on any fun projects? Are you streaming this week? What am I missing? What am I missing? It said go to the production zone and look for Lenny. I did that. Okay, it says it's all the way up at the top. Okay, well...
Time to go.
Let's see. Okay, now it's telling me to go up again. Okay. Upper level production zone. We got it.
Time to go.
Okay. Wow.
Huh?
Birthday, rebirthday on the 28th. I'm 2 years old with experience. That's lovely. Streamed a lot on the 28th. You know what? I was actually lurking in that stream. I lurked. Then whoops, all gastro illness. No. Gosh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Of the legendary duo, you have my full and undivided attention.
I hope your birthday stream and those days were
I'd have never guessed that myself.
fun, and I'm glad you're feeling better.
Unreliable after all.
Yeah, I've been sick
And
all week,
Master
but I'm feeling
Child
better
probably
today.
went missing because
Good.
he found a way out. He is a harbinger after all. I suppose he's much more resourceful than I initially gave him
Gastrointestinal
credit for.
illnesses are so
Unfortunately,
rough.
this isn't enough for our final report to Father. We need
Totally.
to find out Master
Yeah.
Child's exact whereabouts. Father told me that
Well,
even
I'm
though
glad
Master
you're on the up and
Child
up.
said he was just coming to Fontaine for a vacation, he actually had some personal reasons. His agenda might be...
His escape route is already flooded, so we'll have to task
Being
someone with
sick is
professional
never-
diving skills to chase after him.
Never a good
Well, when you
time.
put it that way, it's obvious that only Fremine would be up to the task.
Bingo! Is he around?
He's working today. Coming here as a group would have attracted too much attention. I'll talk to him about it later. It's
Please
the
do.
least I can do. We're all in this together, so it's only fair for us to fulfill our end of the bargain. Honestly, I'm far more impressed by you guys managing to collect all this information right under Wriothesley's watchful eyes.
Collecting information has always been our strong point.
Do you play Genshin, Sammy?
Now, let me think.
Or have you played Genshin
To
before?
find out more information, Fremine will have to retrace Master Child's original route. And if he's to do that, he'll have to set out on the next pipe cleaning day at the earliest. That's 6 days from now. And after that, he'll probably take another 2 or 3 days to return.
You can even estimate how long it'll take for him to get back?
We've been working together for a long time. We know each other's capabilities like the backs of our hands. Traveler, what say you to meeting here 9 days from now?
Tried it a
We'll be
long
able
time
to pick
ago.
up
I
Fremine
enjoyed
while
it, but
we're at
didn't
it,
make as
too.
much time in my life for gaming. That's so valid. And these types of games too will take over if you let them. I definitely have gone through seasons of like spending way too much time on Genshin and Honkai Star Rail, and then other times where I'm like, okay, I need to take a break. Also, let me give you a shout out. I have been having weird. Let's see if my Frosty Tools is gonna do the shout out. Let's see, FSO. I know it takes a second because it's got to think up something fun to say. But let's see if it's gonna pop up. Because I know my regular bot is like not doing the shout outs these days. It should pop up here soon. I think it's FSO. Yeah, Frosty shout out. So it's got to gather all that information to spit out a nice summary. It takes a hot minute. Yeah.
Oh, and there's just one last thing we'd like your help with. Though we can just sit back and wait for Fremine's report on Master Child's whereabouts, we still need to make more progress on the investigation of the Forbidden Zone. Fremine's no master of disguise. Lynette's still working on getting intel from the other areas, and I'll need to spend some time
Hi,
helping Fremine prepare
Pet.
for his diving
Thank you
mission.
so much for the lurk and
you
for
are
coming
the one who can
back.
help.
That's something else I need to set up. Y'all forgive me for my lack of
I won't call it
consistency,
easy per se,
new
but
to
I think you'll be
streaming,
able to pull it off.
consistent.
Listen carefully. You'll need to
I
find
need
an
to set up a
excuse to get
lurk
into the infirmary and investigate
little
the
chat
Roman
command.
environment. You've mentioned several sketchy
And
looking people
unlurk.
always meeting at the infirmary earlier. So it probably has something to do with the secret we're hoping to uncover.
I hope you had a good
You've
lurk
already met the head
though.
nurse, so she'll be less suspicious
Stream
of
is
you.
going well.
Investigate the internal structure of the infirmary
Just
and any active dealings with
questing in
and pass those on to
Genshin.
me alongside anything else you're able to discover. But also, there's no need to take
No,
risks.
no worries at all.
forget, safety
I
always comes
appreciate it,
first.
and I always want to acknowledge anybody and everybody who's here, lurking or not. I appreciate it so much. Sammy, I'm gonna try this again because I will get you a shout out, even if it's not a, let's see. I don't know what Frosty Tools is doing because it was working earlier, so I did another one. But please, if you're not following Samsara Dusty, please go follow them immediately. Please fix that and go follow them. They are lovely. She is an artist and plays a lot of fun games on her channel. Yeah, and I just came across them recently through the lovely Mary Dearest. Yeah, and it's so fun to have them here. And it's so fun to make new friends. So, let's see. I was watching while I was doing some focaccia. Ooh, that sounds so good. I love focaccia. I actually had some, I had a salad yesterday that came with bread. It came with rosemary focaccia, a little slice of it, and it was so nice. That sounds lovely, making focaccia bread.
My apologies. I just started rambling out of habit. It was almost as if I was talking to my younger sister.
But that's not a bad thing, right?
What if I'm the older sister?
Then we'll head out as soon as we finish our prep.
Let's go our separate ways for now, then. Don't forget, we meet here again in 9 days. Stay safe.
9 days. I don't want to be down here anymore. We're in this prison. Oh, see, that's just that's the creme de la creme. I know that's French and focaccia's Italian, but it's just good stuff.
Several people inside.
Okay, inside the infirmary.
It's not impossible.
It is going well. Thank you so much. And it's nice to meet you too. I know I've seen you in Mary's chat and Discord, so it's nice to finally,
Let's go as soon as you're ready.
I guess, fully meet you? I don't know. But formally meet you? But I appreciate you coming in. I think we only crossed paths in Mary's streamer, so I appreciate that so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm a baby streamer. Haven't been doing this long and haven't been doing it consistently for even less time. I made affiliate last year in July, and then I took a significant amount of time off from streaming just with life and my full-time job and all that. Yeah, and then came back to it consistently about a month ago. So still feeling it out and trying to get in the groove, but I really enjoy it. And this is obviously the best part, is getting to connect with people, and I love those mutual connections. It's like Sammy, Pat, y'all are both from Mary, and I love that. Mary is the sweetest.
Don't worry, I'll get you to the bed safely.
Yeah, formally-ish.
Hold on to my shoulder and walk slowly.
I normally have a VTuber on as well. I didn't put her up today. I don't know why. I just wasn't really feeling it. But yes, I'll have a little VTuber up on the right side that I built. And yeah, she's a fun little part of the stream.
Don't apologize. You're sick after all. Now, please relax. I'm just going to do a preliminary checkup on you.
Taking out a few instruments. kind of been the same in almost every aspect, but I'm still on that huge break from doing content. So I'm glad I can have time to hang with new friends and hang and get to know cool people from multiple communities. Yeah, so are you a streamer as well? Well, I know you said taking a break, but I'm assuming that's from streaming?
I'll continue my diagnosis of the patient now. Please, relax and take a deep breath.
Your hands... Kind of, but I did. Okay.
Don't sense serious damage to your organs either. Does it hurt? And here? Huh? But based on my initial checkup, there shouldn't be a problem here.
Oh, we're being inconsistent with our with our symptoms, apparently. Was my acting a bit over the top?
What about here? Does this hurt? Oh. I understand. So that's what it is. I think you just
I hope they make
something that
her
disagreed with you.
a playable
That's all.
character because
Nothing
she's
too
precious.
serious. Outside of a pretty bad stomachache when it decides to act up. So that's what it is. Thank goodness it's not anything.
Have you
more
played
serious.
Genshin before? I never played Genshin. Oh, I was literally just asking. But the one thing I know so far is that it looks really cool and it's looking so cute. I really love Genshin. And I also play, so I play a lot of Genshin and I play a lot of Honkai Star Rail. Yeah, I was just asking you. Yeah, I really love these games. They're like comfort games to me. So I feel like anytime I, you know, am feeling like I want, you know, to stream, but wanting something that like feels like home to me and feels very comforting and vibey, I always go to Genshin
So
or
how are you feeling now?
Honkai. Oh, that's so sweet. Well, I'm glad you're here. Any friend of Mary's is a friend of mine. I've been talked to try Honkai and Genshin, but I am like really lazy. Hey, it's
really bad.
it's a lot. It's a lot. Like, I definitely don't recommend it for everyone just because, well, I guess for people like me, I tend to hyperfixate and I definitely have gone through phases of really hyperfixating on Genshin or Star Rail. Or Star Rail.
Misrepresenting the situation.
So
Of course I can't
yeah, it definitely can suck you in.
Like everyone imprisoned here is
Thank
useless,
you. I'm glad to have you here.
They still know a thing or two about medicine.
Yeah, so it's easy to get sucked into these. And
yeah, you're right.
I have to take breaks
But
at
the afterlife
times,
for me
like
about
from
it
playing
in
so
front of
much
another
because
patient. Aren't you a patient
you know,
too?
I think I'm at a healthier place
energy come from?
with them. When I first started, I was like all in and wanting to play all the time. You know, hyperfixating.
Sorry, I got a bit ahead of myself.
But
Are you two also
I'm actually a bit behind on Genshin. This is
We've been sick a while.
is a
Come
quest
back every
I'm
once in a while for
quite behind
checkups
on.
and to pick up
So
the
trying to
medicines Miss Siegewien
catch
prescribes
up.
for us. That's just the nature of chronic
But yeah, just a
illnesses.
lovely game.
As for her, you could say she
They
fancies
both
herself
are.
as Miss Siegewien's capable helper because she learned a bit of medical knowledge ages ago.
Please watch
Feel
your mouth,
it. Games
Mr.
have the
Jurrier.
burnout effect too,
Don't
so it's
forget
good
that you
taking
are
a
the
break
primary
sometimes
reason
for
I have
sure.
frequent heart
Yeah.
palpitations.
Hey, don't
Yeah.
start arguing now, please. Keep it civil at least.
I my first MMO ever was Star Wars: The Old Republic, and I loved that MMO so much, and I played it. Like, I would come home from college and play like all throughout my break, and then I would like not allow myself to play it during school. Like, I would come home and play and play and play and get it all out of my system, and then I'm like, okay, I'll come back next December and play again. I don't know how in the world I did that. That was some pretty great self-control, but yeah, it was just how I made it work, because I like paid for the subscription. It was like $15. So I like paid for the subscription so that I could get all the characters and all the fun stuff, and then I played my heart out, and then I, you know, packed it away. I say that now.
It's way too early for us to
Like,
even think
I don't know
about
how I did it. Maybe just because I didn't have a setup at school to play, so like I knew I had a really good setup at home. So it just like I like couldn't do it at school. I just like didn't have the ability to do it at school. So I think that really helped. Because I certainly don't have that self-control with a lot of games, most games.
Oh, and Mr. Jurier, I don't want to see your face here again anytime soon.
As soon as I say, okay, no more gaming, there's 90% chance that I am playing it like on the same day even, so I'm weak. You were amongst friends. Yep, you were welcome to the club.
That's just what he's like. I'm sorry you had to see all of that. I'm Lorvine, and that's... Well, his name is Jurier, but I hope you'll never have cause to remember his name.
Oh.
You really can't stand him, huh?
I mean, can you blame me? Who would like someone who's as arrogant and obsessed with weird research topics as he is? But there's no need to keep dwelling on him. I'll accompany you two for a while. Miss Zishwin should be back soon, and I'm sure you'll feel better as soon as you've had some of her medicine. No, it's nothing.
Thank you very much.
Did you rest like you promised?
Thank you for getting our medicine, Miss Zishwin.
Did you all cooperate with your bed rest? I trust that nobody got up to walk around. Good. Here, this should be 2 days.
I just love her colorway. I love her hair color and like the red and the teal blue.
Miss Lorvine, I left in a bit of a hurry just now. Do you still remember if we discussed the color of the pill that you should be taking today?
I remember. You said it should be yellow.
Why don't I remember?
Yellow, huh? I understand. These are yours. Please, make sure to go to bed early after taking them tonight. You'll benefit from a good night's sleep.
All right, then I'll also be on my way.
Another thing I really love about Genshin and Honkai Star Rail, the characters are beautiful and the outfits and...
I'm going to fill out your medical record now. You're widely known as the Traveler, right?
Correct.
I just want to double check a few details, if that's all right with you. Those two made quite the commotion just now, so why don't we let the Traveler rest? Paimon can answer the questions instead. So her primary symptoms are abdominal pain with secondary symptoms of nausea. Is there anything else? That's it. All right then. Is there anything we should know besides to take the meds? No, her base constitution is quite good, so I'm sure she'll recover quite quickly after taking the medicine. Please, make sure to stick to bland or less stimulating foods, and don't stay up too late at night. Got it. Paimon will hold the Traveler to that for sure.
Yeah, so that's the only, I guess, caveat with this game is that you're not like designing your own character. Hi Becca, how's it going, friend? Yeah, you're not designing your own character. You pick from 2 different travelers, and that's who you are. And there are some characters that have more than one outfit, and some of those you'll get through like events. Sometimes they'll be free in events, or you can like buy them through the I wonder if it will no, it won't let me because I'm in a cutscene, but I would show you where the where the little shop is. So I do have some other outfits for some of my characters, but the main traveler character only has the her outfit. her main outfit. So yeah, it's not customizable in that way. Honkai Star Rail's not either, but I find that I don't care as much about that because there's so many other characters that are so beautiful, and the world is so like immersive and all of that. I find that I'm, not bothered by the lack of character customization, Yeah, Becca is also a veteran player, and yeah, because there's so many characters and so much to do, and like, yeah, it's immersive in that way, and I don't feel any less like involved because I didn't create my character, Also, Becca, you see how far behind I am in the Archon quests? Look at
You slept for a really long time, but we never left.
I'm in here in the fort of Meropide. Yeah, I'm very far. Also, it's been an interesting one. I feel like I want to get Wriothesley now. Like next time he comes around on a banner, I think I would like to get him because I don't know, I just like him. And I've played with him like as trials and things before, and I thought he was cool. I just didn't really feel like I needed another cryo character, but I think he's cool. Also, I just noticed that pre-rolls are back on, and we hate those. So I am going to go ahead and run a quick ad. I know it feels like I'm running an ad every 5 seconds. That's what it feels like to me, and I'm so sorry about that. I am going to run a quick ad just so that it cuts the pre-rolls off, so anybody new that comes in doesn't immediately get hit with an ad. So I'm not going to do anything here. I'm just going to click on the BRB, and we will be right back. Thank you so much for hanging out. Okay, I know that was a little bit longer than a minute, but I love Final Fantasy's music so much. I just had to play the whole thing. I hope you can understand. I just love the music.
Well, now you can go back without a worry in the world. Remember to take the meds regularly.
Right.
And don't forget
Truly.
bland foods.
I love it so much. That was from Rebirth. And I haven't played Rebirth yet because I don't have a PS5, but when it is ported to PC, I will be there immediately. If not the best franchise ever. I agree. I love it. I'm a big JRPG fan in general. I love Final Fantasy. I love Persona. I own some of the, almost all of the Yakuza games because of the Steam family between me and my boyfriend. And those are very fun. Besides the, there is some rampant sexism in them that I don't love. And actually really don't love. But,
To be able to fall asleep like that and even sleep talk the entire time.
but in general, I like the games. They're fun. I've been a Square victim so many years that I'm waiting for the full game to be released because I want to play it fully. Hey, that makes so much sense.
But you kept mumbling
And I love
along
that.
the lines of, Pyron, go take my grilled fish and put down the
It does, it probably will feel a lot better to just have it all available, and then you're like, okay, I'm just gonna binge. Just gonna go for it.
unusual in the room.
I love that. Instead of like playing it and then having to stop because you gotta wait for another one to come out. That's what all the rest of us have done. And then with the Sony exclusive, it's like, I did completely like forego any spoilers. I didn't see any spoilers of Rebirth. I didn't watch, even though it was my entire like Twitch feed was people playing Rebirth, and I was like, nope, I'm not watching. Or if I did watch, I was like on full lurk.
Whoa, you really are super thorough.
That being said, you have no idea how many Kingdom Hearts games I have. Square did good there. See, I've never played a Kingdom Hearts game, but I've heard good things, and I know people who are like really diehard for those. I used to be all about Final Fantasy games. I don't know if I could play one now. I'm not the same person I used to be. It's kind of sad when I think about it. Yeah. Well, Sammy, that's so valid, and that's your truth. That's where you're at, and you know, if you ever decide to pick one back up, they'll be there, and if you don't, then that's okay. It can be, you know, what it was, and they are lovely, and yeah, I do understand though, playing games or like having, you know, having things that kind of bring up certain memories, or like, I'm like that with music and games and smells and things like that, stuff that will bring up, you know, your past in good and difficult ways. So yeah, I just watched Vi play them, so I get to see them all. Oh, good. Hey, I love watching people play games. I mean, I guess that's why I'm on I'm on Twitch a lot. I do really enjoy watching other people play games. So yeah, it's still fun in that way, and you're getting to do it with a friend, you know, getting to experience it with a friend, which is really sweet.
Nothing weird happened.
That's good. That means you didn't raise any suspicions when you infiltrated the infirmary. We've taken a look at the slip you've sent. Fremine successfully left the grounds via the pipes 2 days ago, and as of last night, Lynette has also infiltrated the infirmary after faking an illness.
Wait, why is she getting involved as well?
I'm still like trying to figure out my oh yeah, and Pat, you were saying earlier, Kingdom Hearts is so good, confusing, but totally worth it. I've only seen a little bit of gameplay of it, and it does seem like a lot. And like they threw a lot of things into one, like as far as like collaborations and stuff like that. But yeah, I have heard people say really good things about it.
Paimon hopes everything's going well for her.
Yeah, this past year watching streams and connecting with so many new friends is when I finally get to enjoy gaming even more. Truly though, there's so many things that the Panini did that just really hurt us all in so many ways, but one thing I am grateful for is that despite all of that, you know, in spite of all of that too, I would say, I'm so glad that I like really dove into Twitch and connected with as many people as I have, and the friends that I've made, and the communities that I'm a part of, and the games that I've come across that I wouldn't have ever, you know, and getting to connect with people through gaming, which is something I've always loved because I've been a gamer my whole life. Yeah, I'm really thankful for that. Same. Yeah, Becca. You're one of those people that I'm thankful for. I'm a JRPG enjoyer, but I didn't have any friend that liked those games, so I was always kind of alone there. Yeah. And now I'm so grateful that I have friends to talk about and hype me up, and I hyping them up about the games we so much love. Yeah. You're not alone. It goes to show that you're not alone with how many people are enjoying all these different games. And like I've said before, I'm still trying to find my niche with Twitch, and like you know, the sweet spot between like what I want to play and like what people will enjoy watching me play and or enjoy, you know, connecting with me about. And I'm still trying to figure that out because I love indie cozy games. And I also love JRPGs and I love gachas like Honkai and Genshin, and you know, it's just I have a hard time choosing. At my heart of hearts, I am a true variety person. But you know, I do want to be consistent here and like, you know, have things that I really like people look forward to seeing, and like, you know, I also enjoy playing, so I'm still trying to figure that out. I didn't get into Twitch until end of 2021. Life has been so much better since. Yay! I'm so glad you're here, Sammy. Yeah, Twitch is a lovely place and some really, really great people here. And once again, makes you, reminds you, tells you, and then reminds you over and over again that you're not alone, you know, and that there are people that enjoy what you enjoy. There are people that are like you. There are people that are different from you but still appreciate you. And then there are some people that are just not good people, and we can block them and move on. But, you know, I've been very thankful that, you know, the places I've been in, the areas I feel very much in a bubble in my area of Twitch, I feel like, because the algorithm knows me well enough. They're like, oh, okay, you like LGBTQIA plus streamers, you like people who play these types of games, you like, you know, like the algorithm really works in that way for me. And that's really nice because I want to support good people. It's tough, but as much as I can, I will be here hanging, so be ready, because I will be here hanging and chilling. Thank you, Pat. I appreciate that so much. Thank you. I'm really grateful. I'm trying to be consistent here, at least a couple times a week. I also have a YouTube channel that I, not me shamelessly plugging myself, but I guess it is my stream. Still feels weird though, but I do have a YouTube channel that I can put here. I play other things on there. I do put my VODs on there, but I also play like other games, like those cozy indie cozies that I mentioned, and yeah, I put a lot of different things on there. I've done demos for different games I'm excited about. It's kind of it's a random bag, a mixed bag of things right now. But yeah, I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying getting used to uploading and, you know, having fun. Thank you. It's your stream. It's not a shameless plug. Especially realizing I'm trans, it's so lovely to be able to see, hear, and interact with women like me. Small towns be isolating otherwise. Oh, yes. Yes. Thank you for the sub, Pat. I didn't realize I had YouTube, Google Chrome, like, notifications, but apparently I do because it popped up on my desktop and said, Petito127, subscribe to your channel. Thank you so much. But yeah, Sammy, that's another thing I'm really grateful for, and I'm grateful that, you know, like us as women, like we can support each other, and, you know, bring each other into the folds of being women in gaming, because I know that comes with its own, you know, hard times and struggles, and you know, and so I'm really glad that we have that, and that we can lift each other up in that way, and we can support each other and cheer each other on. That's been my favorite part, like I said before. That's been my favorite part of Twitch, and streaming. Starting to stream is really getting to meet new people, getting to support them and cheer them on as they, you know, succeed and grow. And I'm very grateful for that. And I feel like I've gotten that in return, you know, as well. So I'm glad you're here, Sammy. And I'm looking forward to supporting you as you continue to grow and succeed and bloom and blossom on this platform too. You and Vi and yeah, I mean it. That really has been my favorite part. That is the most life-giving part to me is getting to see folks reach their goals and connect and to really feel like they belong and to feel loved and appreciated. And yeah, that's what I want to put out with my stream, put out in the universe, on the Twitch platform, in the world. Not ads. Okay, are we back? I was typing up responses and then I was like, no, I will respond when we come back from ads. Oh! Pretty sure the ad wasn't happening, so maybe bot is broken or I'm cheating the system. Oh. Well, yeah, I never left. New Zealand doesn't really get ads. Ugh, bless. All the more reason for me to go there. I talk to my partner all the time about us like moving to New Zealand because it's so lovely. But I was gonna respond to what y'all were saying. Do it. It's cozy. Oh gosh. I can only imagine. It's divine. I was gonna say earlier, Sammy, I grew up in a small town too, and so I can definitely empathize, and I can remember, you know, the closed-mindedness of folks growing up in a small town, a conservative small town, and so I'm so glad that and so thankful that, you know, there's support outside of that, and that you feel that support and that love and appreciation, because I know it can get really stifling and claustrophobic. And then Sometimes the world is scary and cruel even, so I hope to give as much support as I can. You give such good vibes, and I hope I could give as much vibes as I can back and even better. Thank you, Pat. Yeah, that's really kind, and I appreciate you bringing your kindness and good vibes and support to my stream. Like I said, I'm really new at this, but I do hope that people feel cozy here and feel welcome. And free to be whoever they are, unless that's a bigot, racist, terrible person, like, unless it's that, like, no, that's not, we're not supporting those people. But I want people to, to feel warm here and supported and cared for. Back when I used to play FPS, half the crew I ran with were women, so I heard them take a lot of flack. I didn't need to defend them, though. They were fearsome as fuck. It was always fun laughing at lippy men children after, though. Oh, gosh, yes. As someone who used to play Call of Duty, I only played zombies, so let me be clear. I never played a Call of Duty campaign, because that was not my jam. But I loved playing Call of Duty Zombies in the earlier zombie days, and you would hear that too. And then sometimes I'd play Team Deathmatch with my sister, and sometimes we didn't always turn it on, but sometimes you'd turn on the headset and like hear what people were saying, and you're just like, ugh. No thanks, I think I'll just not. No, you got this. Being new or not doesn't matter. You do an amazing job on making me feel welcome, and I appreciate that. I'm so glad. Yay. Thank you. I'm so glad. We were Call of Duty Team Deathmatch, and is that hardcore Team Deathmatch? Or what does HC stand for? Hardcore. Okay. Yeah, I sucked at Team Deathmatch. I'm not gonna lie. My sister was really good at it. She's good at FPS games, but nope. Not me. With zombies, you can just kind of, and I'm noticing this trend with me. I'm not a precision person, really. Like, I think that's why I enjoy Genshin too, because I can just like use my elements and just like swirl the enemies into like battling and then defeating them, and same with zombies. You just like have hordes around you and you're just like hitting them all in a chaotic way. So, like, Team Deathmatch, I think I was always, like, so, like, jittery and just, like, not precise because I was so nervous that I just sucked. So, I wasn't very good at that, but it was still fun to try. And then you get aggravated. I would get aggravated after a while because all I did was die, Because that's no fun.
You're both very good people, and we've come to appreciate that more than anyone else. Unfortunately, there's still one thing that could get between us, lest you've forgotten. The matter of our respective loyalties.
Oh.
You've mentioned before that you've had some run-ins with
Had
the
a strong
Batuian.
tribe of about 20 players,
I can
50-50
understand that
femme
feeling.
mask.
So I
We weren't in
assume
a
you're
lobby with just
helping us
friends,
out
so
of
we
the
would just
kindness of your
steamroll with each
hearts?
other. That's amazing.
Well,
that's the way to do it.
We'll be counting on you to help us in the
That's the way to
future,
do it. Take up the whole like all one
Since I see
team
you as friends, then
with
it's even
just
more
your
important
group.
for us to protect you from any peril. Fremine and Lynette feel the same way.
So everyone's got your back and you've got theirs.
Glad to hear it. Then, let's go check on Lynette before Fremine returns. If everything went well, then she should be wrapping up her investigation right about now.
Is now really a good time to go over?
According to my observations, Sigewinne always spends around half an hour away from the infirmary right before lunch. Lynette knows this as well, so this should be a good time to meet up with her. Also, I'm her brother, remember? It's only natural for an older brother to care about his younger sister's well-being.
Okay, then let's
I always thought they were twins. Lenny and Lynette. Okay. I'll be honest, Becca. It totally okay if you're lurking. Please don't feel like you have to respond.
Lynette should be here right now.
But I think because I've broken this up a little bit, this quest,
That's strange.
I'm like a little
Lynette?
confused as to what's going on. I'm assuming we're gonna see Arlecchino before long. Like this is gonna have something to do with the Knave. Yep, 100%. I don't catch up with them a lot these days, but they all took so easy to me coming out like they knew. Bloody could have told me sooner. Well, I love that they already knew in their heart who you were, and they were just waiting for you to know yourself, to fully realize that yourself. But I love that they already knew. That sounds like really good friends. They could have told me sooner.
No, Lynette rarely deviates from the plan. We agreed that if she were to make changes on the fly, she'd find a way to let me know. Unless...
Let's see if there are any clues around here. We can look while we wait for her. Who knows? Maybe she'll be back soon.
Okay.
Okay, we're back in the infirmary.
There are some books here and a few files. They all look like medical records. Advanced nursing, how to raise the spirit of your patients, a quick guide to the psychology of emotions, and the meaning of laughter.
The meaning of laughter.
Sure are some interesting books. Who knew Sijuin would be interested in these kinds of things? She even has books on understanding people's motivations and feelings. Is it because she's a Melusine? Or does she have a need to understand her patient's emotional state?
Seems quite normal to me. These are skills that would come in handy for a nurse from time to time. None of the beds have any signs of having been slept in. Except that one over there.
That's the one Lynette must have used, right? You said she was pretending to be sick.
She would have said her migraine was having a particularly bad flare-up. Generally speaking, the head nurse would then ask her to lie down and rest, while she left to retrieve the medication. Which means, either the head nurse didn't return the entire time from when Lynette laid down up until she left the bed, or the nurse intentionally left it this way.
Uh-oh. Another search for the clues. Oh. Wait, I missed it. Oh, back here.
This is it! We saw it before!
Wait, this thing? It doesn't look like it's been disguised that well. The space behind it is empty. From its size, I don't think it's an entrance that is meant to be taken apart. There's probably a mechanism around here somewhere. Could Lynette have tried to get inside? But if that's the case, she would have contacted me for sure.
Thank you so much for the lurk, Sammy. Thanks for popping in. It was so good to see you. I'll be going for a little bit longer. Got a few more things to do this afternoon, but I appreciate you being here. Have a lovely day. I know your day is just somewhat getting started. It's morning for you, so I hope it's a good one.
It's right over here, and there's a bunch written on it too. It reads, "Out of respect for your usual practices, I'll use a piece of paper or card as the medium to pass on my message. You may consider this as me giving you
Well, I
my
hope work
best
goes well
regards."
for you.
This is...
I know. Yeah.
Is that all?
Hopefully it's a steady day and it'll be over soon.
The back. This is...
Show me! Now!
That look on your face. Paimon's reading it now. Would you care to guess where Miss Lynette of the Fatui could be right now?
Uh-oh.
No. Could she have... Is she already...
Wriothesley, did he deliberately leave the infirmary unguarded to use it as bait?
Wait, that doesn't sound like something he would do.
He was aware of our goals from the very beginning? But why? We didn't run into any trouble last time, and he also never reached out to us since.
Why would he choose to act during our second infiltration attempt instead of the first?
Yes, that is a crucial question. Wriothesley, he doesn't do anything without a clear goal or reason. So this means he had no concerns about your activities from the very beginning. You're not from the same camp as us. You were sent down here by Nervulet, so you have no conflict of interest with Wriothesley. We're a completely different story, though.
Why did he go
I'd like
after
to know that,
Lynette?
too. Why did he only go after her? Don't panic. Just think everything over. I have to stay calm. This is not like what happened last time. The situation's different now. Wait, you're right. Wait, but that means... The fact that Fremine was able to leave the grounds, could Wriothesley have let him go as well?
But what does he gain by letting Fremine leave like that?
He deliberately made them both disappear.
So he's challenging me and trying to provoke me, I'm sure of it. We never should have sent out Fremine. We had to go through all that trouble to find an opening to sneak him around the guards and into the pipe, and we even thought luck was on our side. If Wriothesley let him leave on purpose, then he's probably in a terrible spot now as well.
Lenny's getting more and more panicked. We have to calm him down. Don't be like this, Lenny. Fremine wouldn't have left if we hadn't told you about Child. That was our fault.
No. I'm the leader of this operation, and I'm the one responsible for this team. I was the one who failed to protect them. I'll go talk to Wriothesley.
Hey, don't be reckless! Traveler, please, talk some sense into him!
I simply cannot allow Lynette to be abducted again. I have to go. I'll find a way to get them back!
Ooh.
He's rushed out the door! After him!
This just got very dramatic.
Right. I feel like we still have some room to make changes on these details.
It's not impossible, but it'll require extensive testing.
Is that so? Very well. Then please be mindful of the time. Huh?
Is someone?
Pack everything up. Whoever's outside is eavesdropping. They'll probably come in once we stop talking. Someone! Please help! She's sick!
Oh.
Whoa, are you okay?
already found this place. Oh, they are quite sharp. What a delightful turn of events. I like smart people, but I also like playing dumb. I like the feeling of being trusted.
No!
Oh, why? What's wrong, little one? There's no need to panic. Take a deep breath before you begin. Being able to read human expressions is quite the useful skill.
Sejuin.
Wait! It's no use. We have to catch up to him.
Ah!
He's already out of sight. How is he so fast? Let's go head him off at Wriothesley's office.
Oh, I ran out of stamina.
Time to go.
Come out and face me, Wriothesley!
Aren't we at an administrative office space? Why don't you at least try to follow even a couple rules from the fortress's indoor management regulations?
What did you do to my sister?
I ran into the young miss at the infirmary. I'd heard that she was suffering from quite the migraine, so I decided to invite her over for a cup of tea. I do have some teas in my collection that can work wonders against such an illness.
Stop joking around! Where did you take my siblings?
I have also heard that your performances are quite the spectacle. Miss Lynette would sometimes enter a box filled with water, only to emerge the next second from another place altogether. Maybe she'll appear behind you right now if you were to turn your head.
Is he trying to trick me into turning my head? No, he's probably not looking to attack me right now. All of the hostages are in his hands, and he's even in the mood for small talk. That means Lynette is probably still alive. You knew we were investigating the infirmary from the start, so you deliberately aroused the Traveler's suspicions and baited us into continuing our investigation, just so that you'd be able to kidnap Lynette. As for Fremine, no, you probably didn't even interfere with Child's escape. You let him go, so you could purge the Fatui members that we had planted into your ranks.
There was no need to do so. The fortress of Meropide is a pretty pleasant place. Most people enjoy their lives here. The only ones who act differently are those with personal agendas. It was quite easy to identify your colleagues.
You removed our original members and spread the news of Child's escape so Father would assign our team to come down and investigate. Fremine has also fallen into your hands, right? If you're oh so omnipotent and so in control, why would you need hostages?
One correction. Lynette is in my hands right now, but Fremine is not.
He's not? What do you really want?
Lenny!
Oh, wonderful. Everyone is here, so I'll only need to say this once. Thank you so much for cooperating with me. Eager and to the point, I see. Alas, only Miss Lynette is currently having a cup of the fortress's finest tea. Although, as per your original plan, Mr. Fremine should also have returned to the fortress by now. But he has neither shown up within my gates, nor has he been taken into any kind of custody. So where do you think he may be right now?
Wait, you can't mean... You locked him outside in the sea?
I closed the fortress's gate to the outside world. That's all.
Fremine's a star diver, so he should be fine, right?
No, we're still here, so he definitely tried to find a way to come back for us. So we can't assume he might have made a break for the surface.
But why would I do this, you may be asking? To have an audience with you, of course. My intel tells me that Mr. Linney is a great magician, so it's only natural for me to want to have some cards of my own when it comes to negotiating. Besides, I do recall you mentioning to Miss Lynette that you've always wanted to have a face-to-face meeting with the Lord of the Fortress of Meropide, regardless of whether it was in a personal or a professional capacity. Well, you got your wish.
So, you've been keeping tabs on us before we even set foot in the fortress.
Some of my folks just happened to hear a thing or two, that's all. In any case, I will be straight with you. I was willing to play dumb and turn a blind eye, so we had a pleasant few days playing games together here. But once you started focusing on the Forbidden Zone, all of that changed. Mr. Linney, the cards are stacked against you right now. Miss Lynette is in my hands, and Mr. Fremenet is still slowly being pickled out there in the brine. You know just as well as I that he cannot last out there forever. You need do but one thing to guarantee their safety. I would like you to contact your superior, and ideally invite her over for a cup of tea with me.
You want to see Father? But why should she bother giving you an audience?
Well, if she cares for the well-being of her dearest children, she should have plenty of motivation to join me for a parents' evening. I've heard that the bonds between the members of the House of the Hearth are like the bonds of family. I don't see why she would refuse.
Why did you think Father sent us to handle the Fortress of Meropide? This place is basically a no man's land. It wouldn't be fitting for anyone as important as a harbinger like Father to come here in person.
Oh, I see. So it's because she doesn't care for my place here. That's such a shame. After all, I've amassed quite the tea collection. I was looking forward to sharing it with her. Both Monsieur Neuvillette and Lady Farina have already received many samples as gifts.
Was this the extent of your master plan to get to Father? No matter how much pressure you may put on me, I won't allow you to use us to blackmail her.
You people really are difficult to get along with. All I'm asking for is a face-to-face conversation. Does she truly have no interest in the fortress's secret? Mr. Linney, you have one last chance to invite your father here. If you refuse...
Linny!
Instead of asking why I'm doing this, why don't you try to see things from my perspective for a second? From the very beginning, the Fatui has been actively infiltrating my fortress. I gave you a warning by cutting off the first few operatives I found, but that only caused you to double down. Had you given up on the fortress then and there, I'd have no reason to want to talk. Mr. Fremenet left the fortress on his own, and Miss Lynette tried to pry out my secrets right in front of me. No matter how you look at it, the responsibility for this falls on you.
I shouldn't ask Father to do anything because of us.
6, 5...
Wait,
2, 1. Time's up. It really is a shame, Mr. Linney.
Wriothesley!
Negotiations have broken down. Please leave, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for my afternoon tea.
Yeah, listen to the Traveler. If you can't talk to Linny, can you at least talk to us?
You do realize that I'm only letting you go because of Neuvillette, yes? You're here helping him out, and I've already done my best to stay out of your way. But that doesn't mean you can just do whatever you want. The fortress may be small and remote, but it still has its own set of laws. Then how about this? Those who are capable deserve respect. You've spent quite some time investigating my home turf by now, so why don't you tell me a thing or two about what you found,
Oh gosh.
I'll ask you 3 questions. Answer all of them correctly, and I'll agree to your request. Question 1. Regarding the hidden rules of the production zone, what is the truth behind the one about not being allowed to work for 3 days in a row?
During lunch hour, yep. You break the hidden rule of the production zone, your welfare meal might contain some strange meat. Who will see it if you keep working continuously?
I've been told that the infirmary is always empty for the half hour just before lunch. But what could Sijuin be doing during that time? The Fanta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize the real value of coupons. Meanwhile, the Duke believes that only idiots who don't understand the value of coupons would spend them on Fanta. We often see Miss Sijuin observing the prisoners at work near the production zone. It seems like she can perceive the general state of a person's health just by looking at them. Fanta's internal reports suggest that they're starting a new trial of an unnamed and unpackaged product. But the product has to undergo a trial because even Fanta's own employees have a lot of reservations about it. The research note said that the Melusine race perceives the world very differently from humans. Because of that, the Melusines have also developed a sense of aesthetics that appear rather strange and alien to humans. According to Collins, the Pancration tournament only took place because the Fanta company sponsored it. The company must want a return on their investment as well. I've been told that the infirmary is always empty for the half hour just before lunch. But what could Sijuin be doing during that time? The Fanta promoter has been struggling because we often see Miss Sijuin observing the prisoners at work near the production zone. It seems like she can perceive the general... Fanta's internal reports suggest that they're starting a new trial of an unnamed and unpackaged product. But the product has to undergo a trial because even Fanta's own... The research note said that the Melusine race... According to Collins, the Pancration tournament only took place because the Fanta promoter has been struggling. I've been told that the infirmary is always empty for the... The Fanta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize the real value of coupons. Meanwhile, we often see Miss Sijuin observing the prisoners at work near the production zone. Fanta's internal reports suggest that they're starting a new trial of an unnamed and unpackaged product.
Is this it? Okay. Something's not that. It's that last one that's not correct.
The Fanta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize the real value of coupons. Meanwhile, the Duke believes that only idiots who don't According to Collins, the Pancration tournament only took place because the Fanta company sponsored it. The research note said that the Melusine race perceives... The Fanta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize...
No, that's not it either.
According to Collins, the Pancration tournament...
How? I'm confused how it would be this one.
The research note said that the
Strange.
Ah, so that's what's going on. Paimon understands it now. Who would have guessed? The hidden rule of the production zone. People are not supposed to work
she put on
3
her
days in a row, and if they do,
glasses
they'll
and
get
mustache.
strange meat in their welfare meal.
Her detective.
At first we thought this strange meat must have something to do with the people who disappeared. But in reality, they were all prepared by Sijuin, the head nurse. She often visits the production zone to observe the workers' health and makes a note of anyone who has worn themselves out after 3 full days of work. Out of her sense of duty as the head nurse, as well as her genuine concern for the workers' health, Sijuin visits the cafeteria right before lunch and cooks an extra dish for those who can use the stamina boost. Sijuin has only the best intentions with her surprise gift and doesn't want anyone to find out about what she does. However, unfortunately, Melusines as a race perceive the world differently from humans, and their sense of aesthetics is even more alien to us. The recipients of her lovingly prepared special meals cannot taste the care within and usually
Yeah, it
just
looks very
freak out.
gross.
Are we on the right track?
Not bad. You've uncovered Sijuin's secret and even guessed her intentions correctly as well. It's nice to know that her efforts have not gone unacknowledged. All right, now for my next question. There are also some hidden rules in the Pancration Ring, including the one that you're not allowed to support both sides of a fight. Why is that?
I receive a package the next morning which contains a strange blood-colored liquid. Okay, that has to do with the Fanta, I think.
I've been told that the infirmary is always empty for the half hour just before. Fanta's internal reports suggest that they're starting a new trial of an unnamed and unpackaged. We often see Miss Sijuin observing the prisoners at. The Fanta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize the real value of coupons. Meanwhile, the research note said that the Melusine race, according to Collins, the Pancration tournament.
I'm just gonna add these. Receive the package.
The Fanta promoter has been struggling because he.
Okay, those are backwards.
According to Collins, the Pancration tournament only took place because the Fanta company sponsored it. We often see Miss Sijuin. The research note said that the Melusine. Fanta's internal reports suggest that.
There we go.
Paimon gets this rule too now, so there really was nothing to be afraid of. That hidden rule of the Pancration Ring is about how, people are not supposed to bet on both boxers at the same time. And if they do, they'll receive a package containing a strange, blood-colored liquid. People get scared when they see it because they've subconsciously begun to associate it with the missing boxer. But really, it's just a bottle of the latest yet-to-be-named and packaged new Fanta trial product. A blood-red drink. It's no wonder even Fanta's own staff were questioning the company's decision-making. The company, facing backlash from its own staff, decided to try to trial the product on a smaller scale to see how it might be received by customers. They came to the fortress of Meropide and offered to sponsor the Pancration tournament so they could push their new product. But the Duke completely refused to even entertain the idea. The Duke, knowing how valuable coupons are in the fortress, knew that only total idiots who didn't understand their true value would bother buying a Fanta product here. And so, only those who proved their stupidity by being dumb enough to bet on two opposing sides of the same match were selected to receive the drinks.
I acknowledge the effort you've put into bringing the truth of this mystery to light. Although, based on your description, that Fanta promoter is a bit too careless with his words, I may just reconsider my collaboration with the company. All right, and here's the final question. What's the secret behind our head nurse and all of her patients in the infirmary?
Stop your cruel and pointless games, Wriothesley! You know that we haven't finished our investigation, so there's no way we can answer the last question. The thought of sparing Lynette and Fremine never even crossed your mind! You'll pay for this!
Oh gosh.
Ah!
Lenny, are you alright?
No.
Oh, close one. I owe you, Sijuin. That was a fantastic shot.
It was nothing, Your Grace. Sijuin? Though this gun may look like a toy, it's actually fully functional, as I just demonstrated.
Sijuin... You...
Not at all. I am merely a resident of the fortress, and thus protecting it is my duty. When Monsieur Nervillette asked me to come here, he told me that my job would be to take care of the well-being of everyone here. I am merely discharging my duties. But if you mean what you just said, then isn't Linny someone you should be looking after as well? Isn't he a resident here just like the rest of us?
But I really am just doing what Monsieur Nervulette told me to do. Everything I did, I've done to protect them. Had I not, they would be in far more dire straits right now. His Grace knows it too, right? Your Grace? Mind proving my innocence to them?
My dear Sigewinne, whatever shall I do with you? Would it have killed you to just wait another minute or two?
Well, it's nearly time after all. The way you do things can be truly frustrating sometimes, Your Grace. I figured I should try to talk some sense into you.
What are you talking about? What time?
Take me if you want, but let them go.
How touching. Can you just give me one more minute?
Don't be like that, Your Grace.
All right, everyone, calm down. 2 more visitors will be arriving any time now. I'll go get a cup of tea. Miss Sigewinne, I leave Miss Lynette in your care.
You... What are you doing?
I believe I hear footsteps.
Some space, please.
Clorinde.
Ah, Miss Clorinde. My door.
Fremine... Fremine...
What's going on? What is Clorinde doing here?
Work.
I'm sorry about shooting you, Mr. Linny. The tranquilizing effect will begin to wear off soon. Please take it easy in the meantime, though.
What happened to Fremine? Wasn't he diving just outside of the fortress? Why is he looking like this?
A flushed face, an accelerated pulse. He must have consumed primordial seawater.
What did you say?
Please, make some space. I'll need to give Mr. Fremine a more thorough checkup. Your Grace, I'll leave the rest to you.
I'll talk to Clorinde while you get Fremine to where he needs to be. Everything else can wait.
What's that look on your face? I thought I made good time on the way back.
Oh, I'm just admiring your punctuality. Had you arrived just a few minutes later, Sigewinne may have been forced to shoot Mr. Linny again. How's the situation out there?
The water has changed. It's pretty much as expected. The concentration of primordial seawater has increased significantly. I was only out there a short time, so it wasn't too bad. But if one were to stay for any significant amount of time... well, you can see how that boy's doing.
Where was he when you found him?
The abandoned zone at the end of the pipes. A good distance into the water.
Closer than I thought. He must have recognized it early on and tried desperately to swim back.
Locking the door was necessary. I don't think we could have saved 2.
Well, I did try to convince them that I had my reasons. Never seems to work, though.
It would probably work on Neuvillette. He has a knack for picking out who had good intentions, even when the outcomes were all terrible.
It's a bad sign if you're having to plead your case to Neuvillette. Want some tea?
Not particularly. If you want to drink some that badly, just say so.
Fine, I'd like to get some tea. Want me to get you a cup too, since I've already made it?
Might as well then, I suppose. Actually, do you have a towel? I would like to dry my hair.
Expression looks disgusted. It seems like he'd rather not have Sigewinne touch Fremine. Can't stop her. Sigewinne examining Fremine carefully. Hope Fremine will be okay.
How is he?
These symptoms are probably caused by an acute ingestion of a large amount of primordial seawater. Still, his condition is not critical. Of course, it would be best if he stayed for further observation. Let's leave him here for now, and move him to the infirmary once he's recovered a bit more. Sorry. I am aware that the infirmary may not be your favorite place in the world at the moment. We do only have a single clinic in the fortress, however.
Why would he ingest a large amount of primordial seawater after leaving the fortress? How could that possibly happen?
Please, look after Mr. Fremine for the moment. I'll go fetch some medicine and a respirator. Oh, I'll bring Miss Lynette back with me.
Where is she? How is she right now?
Oh, she just took a nap in an empty room after I tranquilized her. If my calculations are correct, she should also be waking up right around now. You might not believe me, but His Grace and I actually made some snacks and tea for her.
He trusts what Sijuan just said.
Linny, are you okay?
I'll be fine. They're all here now. Don't worry about me.
Are you sure? You don't look alright.
My hands and feet are still a bit weak, but that's probably just the residual effects of the tranquilizer shot.
I'm back, everyone.
Lenny! Oh, Traveler, Paimon, you're here too. Fremine? Is he...
He'll be fine. But for now, please help me lift him up.
Lenny and Lynette immediately come... that was fast. Oh, Fremine!
His breathing's beginning to slow down.
Give me a hand and help me get him to the infirmary.
Yeah, I'll take him from this side. Lynette, together?
On it.
Traveler, you seem pretty worried about him. Want to come with us?
Yes, of course.
The Duke and Clarande are gone.
They probably went to get some tea. The Duke will explain the truth in just a bit. Miss Clarande will need a break, since she only just returned from rescuing Fremine out of the sea.
Clarande saved Fremine from the sea. Just what happened there? Okay, cliffhanger!